2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they've taken this season by storm. Already great chemistry. The guys have their timing down. It's like they never went on break. And that's a testament to the leadership on this team, keeping everyone focused early on. In tonight's game, Carmelo Anthony, one of the top scorers in the history of the NBA.
History?
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. That's right.
Now,
that's
deep into his 30s now.
Mm-hmm.
And for him, Kenny, it's become about trying to win an NBA title.
Yeah, because he's got the gold medals. He's got the double-digit All-Star appearances and a scoring title. But what he has not attained is the ultimate goal of getting the ring.
You know, he's put up some Hall of Fame numbers, and at this point, he just wants to win.
I agree.
Yeah. And what are his chances?
Doesn't matter because he'll never surpass us. We have 6 rings up here, Ernie.
Wow.
4, 2, and 0. That's 6.
You have such a great way of putting things.
You didn't have to call Ernest out.
I didn't call him out. I just said we as a team we have 6 rings.
That's true.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. You don't have to say 4, 2, and 0.
Okay.
You just say we have 6 rings up here at this desk.
We have
Got
6
it.
rings.
6 rings at this
2
desk.
over here.
4 over there.
0. But it makes 6.
We're still champions, Ernie.
We're
My
still
self-esteem is taking a beating
That's
today.
all right.
We used to
Taking
get
a beating.
We used to get Emmys until
Taking a beating.
But Emmys.
No,
Emmys
no.
counts as rings.
We used to get a lot of Emmys until.
Yeah.
Oh, let's let it go.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road. Everyone on this team is pleased with the beginning of the season. They're playing so well right now, 5 consecutive wins.
And seeing where the Rockets are, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me. But it has not bothered them one bit.
Well, as high as those expectations were, they've only gotten higher as the season has gone along. They look poised to make a serious run at the trophy come playoff time.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we know Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni was the architect of the 7 seconds or less offense in Phoenix. But he says we should have been more aggressive. We kept asking, is it too many threes? Now, there's no such thing. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off-season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right,
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Check box.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Paul passes to Green. Back to Paul. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Nurkic with the steal. Here's Turner. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I know he seems to play constantly in second gear, but That's the comfort zone where Evan Turner can get the damage done.
Now here's Paul. He had 31 points in the win against the Clippers.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Move shots.
And the first one drops.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Curry's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Harden hits them both. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
And here is Green after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Out to Anthony. Launches it. The shot off that time. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. 3-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. 9-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Green against Turner. Great D that time from Green.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Chris Paul.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Wasted no time on that one. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Harden kicks to Anthony. Back to Harden. Capella dishes to Carmelo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Here's Lillard. Not going to go that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Lobs it up for Anthony. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
That's nice form right there for Melo. Doesn't get any easier for him on a shot like that.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And again, it's Portland converting.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Ball finds Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. Now Harden after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Lillard against Paul, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And Turner kicks to Curry. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Nurkic in the post. Capella covering. Aminu the pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. It's good from long range.
Timeout, timeout.
Lillard's got 11 points.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And I felt like they came out of that with a terrific game plan, especially on the offensive end.
The defense seemed to be swirling and guessing about where the attack was coming from, inside, outside, and in transition.
Rockets trail by 6. Harden with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense. Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
Here's Nurkic. James Harden picking up that last basket. Clock at 4. Curry wide open. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 6. And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
Off the inbound, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Aminu. And that's 13 points for Lillard. Rockets trail by 8. Harden finds Capella. Shoots over Nurkic, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Portland's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. And it's Lillard missing. Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. The shot's good from Paul.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Curry looking around and taken away by Paul. Green kicks to Anthony. It's deflected.
A great shot blocker from the combo forward. Aminu's length helping him there.
And Curry has it in the corner. That's tipped and taken away by Paul. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Harden's shot is good.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there. Reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Now here's Curry. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Nurkic can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Nice job catch and shoot there. Chris Paul making it look simple and caught the defense a little bit out of position.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards, I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Ennis, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Harkless is checked in for Turner. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo P, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
And so it's Houston with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Portland trailing here. Down low, here's Harkless. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Harden against Lillard. Gordon kicks to Harden. 6 to shoot. Ennis dishes to Nene. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lillard attacking. Here's Stauskas, defended by Gordon. Stauskas' shot is off.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
Now, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
It's stolen by Stauskas. Taken away by Nene. Back to Tucker. Shoots over Leonard. Tucker can't get it to go. Here's Stauskas, defended by Gordon. Pass to Harkless. He tries for 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Tucker. And some nice passing there by Houston. To the paint, here's Leonard. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston in the lead. Gordon the pass to Nene. Gordon kicks to Nene. Back to Gordon. Props in the layup for 2.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
Now here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously put on a passing clinic.
5 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. Some solid defense there by Nene. It's Harden with the drive. Good work defensively by Lillard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hits, count that one from Stauskas.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Lillard against Harden. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Harden. And stolen by Lillard. 13 feet away. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Stauskas has got his second bucket of the game to go. The Rockets trail. Harden outside. The shot from the low post is good. Harden's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. Over Harden. And the shot falls short this time. James Harden getting it done for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player. I know I got better. I know I worked hard to get here, to stay here, and just be able to knock down the shot and the three. I want to shoot the ball 40% and above.
And with the importance of the three ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. Marquise Chris is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Nene, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And he knocks down the first one. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Now here's Gordon. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Got that one up quick. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
Wow, he really stopped short on that one. The poise, the body control of McCollum, especially evident there when he pulls up.
Harden finds Tucker. Down low, stolen by Collins. McCollum passes to Harkless. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Now it's a 3-point Portland lead. Harden scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Harden. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Stauskas kicks to Collins. Back to Stauskas. It's deflected. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Harden the pass to Chris from the baseline. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Nene's got his second bucket tonight. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Harkless. Collins with it. Picked up by Nene. And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Paul's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Leonard. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Paul finds Nene. Ball against Curry. The shot by Paul, no good. Here's McCollum. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. McCollum's got his third basket of the night right there.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Timeout called, the Rockets. McCollum, one of the best shooters in the NBA. Any range, Brent, any shot, he can knock it down.
Yeah, a little bit of a down year in 18 for Lillard, but the way that he can score and the efficiency with which he can score is just remarkable. I really like to watch the pace he plays with, Kevin. I mean, he finds spots on the floor to get to and has that length and kind of never sped up sort of mentality on the offensive end. Becomes very, very dangerous.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Carmelo Anthony comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Gerald Green in for Eric Gordon. And Greg, another free agent this past summer was Chris Paul. Many unsure of what his plans might be, but he made them very clear in a hurry.
Paul signing very early in free agency with the Rockets. Huge 4-year deal worth $160 million. Rockets are in win-now mode, and we're willing to commit the money to Paul to give them a shot at winning a title in the next few seasons.
And the first one at the line is good.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
Both free throws good from Paul.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Curry kicks to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Nurkic, and Capella sends it back.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Anthony, the pass to Green, and Green slams it in.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Now here's Curry. And the pass to Nurkic, just 4 to shoot. That one a little long. And it's Paul with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Green in the post. He's guarded by McCollum, and that one's good. Green.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum outside, and Aminu kicks to Nurkic. Back to Aminu. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's a great look for Aminu, who has the athleticism and long arms to do damage inside.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Paul finds Anthony. Nurkic against Capella. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Curry. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. McCollum against Green. Passes to Aminu. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Green outside. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now, here's Nurkic. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Now here's Paul. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Chris can't hit.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Curry kicks to Turner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Turner's got 5 now.
Turner not afraid that time to pull the trigger. Why is it sensing that he had the room to shoot from deep?
Paul passes to Green. Curry against Paul. He can't get that one. Good D by McCollum. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
James Ennis, he'll check in for the Rockets. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Green. Outside Curry. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. He has 6. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And it's Paul missing. Portland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
Well, it's not a secret that the strength of this ball club is in the backcourt. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, these are one of the better pairings in the league in terms of their scoring, playmaking, and devastation that they can provide on the offensive end. Unfortunately, it has not gotten them to the point where they've gotten enough complementary players to go as far as they would like in the postseason.
Here's Nurkic. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anthony. His last outing, he had 8 points. Paul's shot is off. And as great as the backcourt is for the Blazers, Brent, they know they need to add more.
Yeah, Evan Turner himself has said that we need more than just Dame and CJ, and the team has lacked a third scoring option for quite some time. The general manager said the roster is a work in progress, so we'll see if they can make some kind of changes to put them over the hump.
And he knocks down the first one. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And both free throws good for Curry. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. Really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a summer league where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner 3.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
Here's Curry with the 3. That shot missing, and Houston the other way now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
And Lillard kicks to Curry. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Anthony's shot is off. Portland leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Curry. No good off the back of the rim.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Green, no luck. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Lillard misses.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Paul dishes to Carmelo. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
Lillard finds Curry. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the half. Here's Turner. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Indiana.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
I'm just wondering if this home crowd and the energy worked against them in this one. They might have gotten in their heads just a little bit.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, at the start of the summer, many expected a busy market for Capella in free agency. Eventually, though, signing a 4-year deal to remain with the Rockets. I feel like it's a great deal for Houston as Capella gives them the perfect inside presence to complement Harden and Paul.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anthony. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And James Harden subbed in for Chris Paul. Houston in the lead. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Here's Harkless. Oh, and the jam by Harkless. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Harden. 14 points for him. In the corner, it's Gordon. No good on the triple. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And the first one drops.
Obviously, Damian Lillard is the type of player who can carry an offense, ball in his hands at all times, and he can pick and choose where it is that he wants to spot up on the floor, manipulate a pick and roll, and just start to get devastating in terms of getting to the rim and mixing up some coverages for the defense.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Harden the pass to Nene. Harden against Lillard. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Harden.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Collins. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low, Ennis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
First free throw is good. And Ennis drops them both. Stolen by Harden. Good if it goes. Doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. Keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. They lead by 1. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. Clock at 6. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
The
Okay.
That's how you attack.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now, here's Aminu. Inside, Lillard takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lillard's got 17 now.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Aminu. Anthony kicks to Capella. Here's Paul. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And another great decision from CP3, taking high-quality shots and knocking it down.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Yeah, and that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Harden. McCollum against Harden. pulls it from the elbow. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 6th assist on the night. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Harden against McCollum. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. James Harden, 3rd.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Ball against Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 8 points for him.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
But they get it back. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Lillard outside. Will it go? Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Lillard against Paul. Over in the corner, Green. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Lillard. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Houston making a switch here. Chris is checked in. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Trailblazers trail by 6 inside, and stolen by Chris. From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Chris has got his first basket of the night.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And here's Aminu. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. Turner finds Lillard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. McCollum with the bounce pass. Aminu, the pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't go. Good D by Harden. Green with the ball. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. Paul with the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And it's Lillard missing. Houston leading by 8. Paul outside. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Trailblazers on D. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
And 6'10" forward Marquise Chris, the 8th overall pick in 2016 out of the University of Washington.
And you know, Kevin, it was almost like he took a step back in year 2. The guy's an athletic pogo stick, but you're going to need more than just size and leaping ability if you want to succeed in this league.
Trailblazers trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nurkic up top, covered by Chris. McCollum outside. They need this. Here's Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
Harden kicks to Anthony. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Back to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 6 points for Nurkic.
Yeah, it's hard to hold Nurkic up. As soon as he gets that deep inside, he is more than capable of knocking down shots consistently.
Timeout called, the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now here's McCollum following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Now here's McCollum. 11 points in the game. Gordon with the defensive effort. Back to Anthony. Fires the 3. And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Curry is inside. Defended by Paul. Back to Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The first free throw is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. And both free throws good for Curry. Rockets leading by 7. Now Gordon. Anthony right side. Nene. Collins grabs the miss. And for Portland, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Harkless. No good on the shot. Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Nene finds Paul. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Stauskas. 6 to shoot. That one wide left. Houston in the lead. To the inside. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harkless kicks to Curry. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Paul against Curry. Paul passes to Nene. Over Collins. The shot by Nene, no good. And there's the call on Nene. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Curry kicks to Stauskas. Anthony against Leonard. Here's Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And checking out some numbers here for Chris Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 6th in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. The first free throw is good. James Ennis, he'll check in for Carmelo Anthony. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
A nice shot by Tucker.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Stauskas kicks to Collins. Back to Stauskas. Here's Curry with the 3. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 16 points.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closer. Nene, the pass to Ennis. Over Harkless. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 6. Rebound by Ennis.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And the basket by Gordon.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Portland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Back to Curry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Nene finds Tucker. That one goes. Count it. Tucker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
Pass to Curry. They double team Curry, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Trailblazers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Lillard's checked in. And the second free throw, good. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Paul dishes to Nene. He kicks to Gordon. To the wing right side, Tucker. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard with it. Chris Paul covering. Shoots from the elbow. Curry can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Nene with the stuff.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Lillard looking around. From deep three-point range, offline.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's going to inspire the rest of the team, blitzing the shooters well with his quickness.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. P.J. Tucker is out there with Nene, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Shots good by Turner.
I like the way Turner uses his body on the inside, not scared of that kind of contact, and throwing a bit of his weight around.
Houston leading by 7. Capella, high post. Gordon kicks it to Tucker. That's a 2 from Paul. Here's Capella. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Stauskas, the pass to Collins. To the wing right side. And that one's good. Lillard.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Rockets shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Paul finds Tucker. Eric Gordon on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Puts it up from 7. Harkless the pass to Turner. Back to Harkless. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Nene outside. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, 2nd-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
That's good from Tucker. For the Rockets, Gerald Green comes in for Nene. And it's Harden in for Eric Gordon. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Stauskas. Both free throws good from Tucker. Here's Lillard. And there's the pass to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
That's impressive for Turner to get up off of the deck so quickly there. Nice vertical shown on that dunk.
Paul against Lillard. Paul kicks to Harden. Pass to Capella. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Green against Turner. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Nurkic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Harden kicks to Paul. Capella trying to free himself up. Nice D from Lillard. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Brandon Knight's checked in for Chris Paul. Anthony's checked in for the Rockets. McCollum against Harden. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Nurkic kicks to Aminu. Taken away by Anthony.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, #1. Everything else comes after that.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
Green finds Capella. Here's Tucker. He's guarded by Nurkic. Turner with the steal. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the 4th.
Here's Green. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
As his career has gone on, Melo has been better and better about finding the open man.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it to Aminu. Back to McCollum. From deep. It's not going to go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Capella. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game, where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
And he knocks down the first one. And Capella grew up in Switzerland playing soccer. A striker. Part of why he's so quick on his feet.
I mean, reminiscent of another soccer-playing center in Rockets history, the great Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Capella, you know, he's a long way from that, but anchoring a 60-win team at age 23, that's one heck of a start.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
McCollum against Gordon. McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot, and good that time. Nurkic has got 10 points in just the second half.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, they're really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Green kicks to Anthony. Back to Green. Outside Anthony. Inside Capella. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 14 points for Clint Capella.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Nurkic against Green. Outside Turner. Hits it from three-point range.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Got a piece of it. And Tucker has it in the corner. No good on the three. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lillard from outside. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in. You got to get him off his spots.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
The shot by Turner, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
And when you think about Melo's scoring back to the basket, facing up, so versatile as a scorer.
A combination of strength, quickness, and touch that you rarely see. He can go around you, through you, or shoot it right over you.
That free throw, no good.
Man, that 2003 draft class, just an absolute monster. And Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick that year. Think about it, LeBron, Melo, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. Heck, 3 of 4 of those guys played together, but all taken in the first 5 picks. What a great draft that was for the NBA.
Good on the second free throw. And you know, in that 2003 draft, the Pistons famously picked Darko Milicic over Melo with the 2nd pick.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty familiar with that, Kevin, at this point. And Melo coming off such a terrific season at Syracuse, where he led the team to the national title as a freshman. And crazy to think, if the Pistons had taken him, I don't know, how many more wins would they have piled up at this point?
Green kicks to Anthony. Lillard against Gordon. It's stolen by Aminu. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he's capable of lighting a fuse and putting on a fireworks show. He'll do it in any building. Tonight he's got it going.
Pass to Capella. He kicks it to Gordon. A 3-ball. Drains the 3-pointer.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge 3-point shot.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Anthony's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's stolen by Aminu. McCollum finds Lillard. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
Green, the pass to Capella. Anthony kicks to Green. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Here's Anthony. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Melo wants every bit of those moments.
Portland leading. Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic from 11 feet away. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets to take the lead. And Anthony lays it up and in. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Melo right now is in attack mode and not settling for the jump shot, slashing apart this weakened defense.
And Lillard gets it to go.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Here's Green. Pass to Tucker. Back to Green. Now here's Tucker. Turner covering. Gordon kicks to Anthony. Over Aminu. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Now the defense swarming all over Carmelo, understanding that he's hungry to score, but didn't slow him down one bit.
Brandon Knight's checked in for Eric Gordon. Portland trailing here. Time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. He's not going to return to this game, and unfortunately, it looks like he could be out for a while, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans are hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Houston. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Lillard finds Nurkic. To the inside. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets leading by 3. Feeds it to Capella. On the wing, Green. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Carter-Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Damian Lillard.
It had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Down low, here's Capella. It's good.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 29 seconds left in the game. Lillard from outside. Rockets with the rebound. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Turner passes to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. That shot misses.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more maybe.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor?
I'm just playing ball. My team came to play today. We was focused, and we wanted it. We rolled our way to this one.
A great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.